What up, YouTube? So today is going to be part 2 of the Honda Civic ekk2 k24 crate swap. So pretty much just going to be taking the engine out and showing you guys how to take it out without a cherry picker. Some people don't have cherry pickers and think that it's not possible, but all you need is really a jack stand, and it's a pieces of wood, and you can actually drop the motor out and install it. I have other videos already that are doing it, but this one's just going to be a quick video because yeah, I've already done it a couple times already, so just gonna start taking some things off. This intake's already like ready to come out, so I'm gonna take that out. A lot of this stuff is just like tins and stuff, so I guess I'll start with some grounds. There's a ground right here on the transmission. And obviously disconnect the battery first. But yeah, like I said, it's pretty easy to take out a swap if you haven't done one before. It's pretty much just a whole bunch of 10s and 12s and everything. So just gonna go over the basic stuff right now. Any 10 I could find. Let's see. Yeah, so realistically, I'm just gonna start taking off everything. I'm gonna start with the power steering. There's 212s right here. I'm gonna take that off. The slave cylinder's 212s. I'll get to that. And then the shift linkage is 312s. So I'm gonna knock that out, and then we'll come back and see what else we got to get to. All right, so we got our power steering pump taken off. We got our shift linkage disconnected, and our slave cylinder is taken out. The battery's out, and we got the throttle cable and bracket taken off already. So start disconnecting the wiring harness from the car, which is just 2 little Phillips right here. And these 2 right here are actually going to become the starter and alternator supply for when you're doing your K-swap. And there's a little plug right here. Just lift this tab up. That's disconnect. Alright, so we're gonna start taking off our evap hose and brake booster, so we can get these out the way. Alright, those are disconnected. Fuel line as well. I'm actually just gonna cut that because it's not like we're gonna be using it. Let's see, other than that, probably gonna start getting to suspension for now, since we still got to do our heater hoses. So disconnect these heater hoses real fast, and then we're gonna jack the car up and start getting to the subframe so I can show you what we have to do to drop the motor from the bottom. So I'll go ahead and knock that out real fast and we'll come back. Alright, so it's time to start taking these wheels off real fast so I can show you guys what we need to do to take this subframe and suspension off. So right here we got our 36 millimeter, we got a 19, and I believe a 21, 22. And then to get to the subframe, we're gonna be taking these off right here. We got 1 bolt right here, and then we have another bolt right here, so we have to take those off on each side. We also have to take off the rear mount, which is gonna be 3 14s, and then we have our, pretty much that's, and our front mount as well. So the front mount is connected as well, so we got to get this off with 17. And yeah, that's pretty much it as far as trying to drop the subframe. So I'm gonna go ahead and start knocking those bolts out, and then we'll come back and see what else we got to do to get this motor to start getting pulled out. Alright, so we're back now, kind of fast forwarding through everything. So I got the subframe out. As you can see, just the 3 bolts 14s, the 4 17s, and then just dropping off the suspension. I got the axles out and everything. I went ahead and pulled the engine harness, but it's cut, so probably gonna have to get another one of those. Other than that, everything's pretty much ready to drop out. All the mounts are disconnected. It's just on jack stands right now, or jacks, and pretty much ready to lower out. I took off the heater hoses as well. Fuel, brake booster. Everything's pretty much ready to come out. I'll probably take off this line real fast and pretty much just start lowering it down, and then we'll drop it and then lift the car up and then pull the motor from out, and that'll pretty much be the end of this video. And we'll start taking off the transmission. I'm gonna take that to Best Value Honda, and he's gonna go over everything in the transmission, make sure everything's good for the long run. And still got to replace like the thermostat and little stuff right there. And the next video we'll actually start installing some parts. Hopefully they should be here by tomorrow. Oh yeah, also I disconnected the cat. It's just two 12 millimeters and then three 14 millimeter bolts in the back, and they also have a hanger that hangs on. You got to disconnect this rubber piece for the subframe to drop down. Other than that, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start dropping this motor out, and then we'll come back and start finishing up this video. Alright, so as you can see, I just used the jacks to lift up the car, and just swung the motor out from the bottom. So like I said, no jack or cherry pickers, just jack stand or jacks, and that's pretty much it. So if you have some jacks, or you can go to Harbor Freight. This one's like $150 and the other one's like $80 or whatever. They're pretty cheap, but you can also get a cherry picker, but it's all up to you. So stay tuned, guys, for the next video. We'll be taking the transmission out and sending that in, and then probably do a little compression test on the motors to make sure, but I'm pretty sure I've seen the motor run already and everything, so I know it's good. But yeah, we'll start cleaning everything up and getting it all prepped. I'll be ordering a new engine harness as well, and yeah, this next video we'll be getting all the little K2 parts on here, and I'll show you guys how to rewire 05 to 06 to 02 to 04 conversion harness. Other than that, stay tuned, guys. If you haven't, like, share, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you guys think. I'll see you guys on the next video.